Good evening, everyone. This is Rooftop Sports, and here I am for some Sonics basketball. And for anyone that follows this channel very closely, I just got a haircut, which is why I guess looks a little bit smaller and all of that. Hit that like button, describe. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and donate to this channel, whether it's $1 or many dollars. And now we're going to go into the New York Knicks against the Seattle SuperSonics. This is going to be at Madison Square Garden, hopefully to play against Patrick Ewing. And it is time to go back to 1999. It's going to be Jerome James against Patrick Ewing. The Sonics are now 21-41. And looking at the standings in the power rankings, see where both teams are at. The Knicks are one of the bottom teams of the NBA, as the Sonics are barely on the second best chance for the lottery. And the New York Knicks, running by Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell, Patrick Ewing at 14 points a game, Marcus Camby, Charlie Ward, Kurt Thomas, Charles Oakley somehow got back on the Knicks. Very interesting. David Wingate, the former Sonic, Rick Brunson. Well, this will be interesting. All right, here it is. And we are underway here in Madison Square Garden. And now here is Rashard Lewis for three. And he misses. Now here's Latrell Sprewell for three. And he makes that three-pointer. Stevens for three. And that gets the Sonics on the board. Joe Stevens has been playing very well in the second half. He's been playing very well. At least he's been scoring a lot more ever since. Now here's, blocked by Watson. And now here is Charlie Ward to Patrick Ewing with the slam. That's something for Jerome James to think about. Now here's Jamie Watson. Makes the moves. And here's Stevens for three. And he misses. Patrick Ewing gets the rebound. Jerome James is really going to have to watch out on Patrick Ewing. Now here is a jump shot by Charlie Ward. And the Knicks are now jumping out to a 7-3 lead. Now here's Rodman. Now here's Stevens for three. No, he misses again. I think he's got to chill out. And now here's Allen Houston. And now the New York Knicks have jumped out to a 9-3 lead. Knicks are on a 6-0 run. And now here's Jerome James going up against the older Patrick Ewing. And he posts and makes it. Maybe they're going to have to get the ball to him a little bit more. And Rodman with the rebound. Here's James. Nice pass. Oh, he gets it in. What a pass by Dennis Rodman to Jerome James. A very insane pass. Now here's Sprewell. Now it's Charlie Ward, guarded by Watson. Jerome James is trying to pay attention to Patrick Ewing. And now here's Ewing. And he contests, and he gets it, and gets his rebound too. And now here's Rashard Lewis to Joe Stevens, and he gets the layup, and now it is 9-9. And fouled by Watson. There's Spreewell for 3. He is 2 for 3 from downtown. Now your Stevens goes for a 3. Rodman with the rebound, gets it to Jerome James, and he makes it. Jerome James has been unstoppable. He is now 3 for 3. He is outplaying Patrick Ewing. Now here's Charlie Ward, and he is able to defend on Patrick Ewing. Ewing is struggling on the shooting. And now here's Stevens, goes for the easy shot. Nope, he's not going to make it. Now here's Latrell Sprewell to Patrick Ewing. Now here's Ward for 3. And James with the rebound. Gets it to Dennis Rodman. Trying to set that screen. And now here's Stevens for 3. Oh, he hits it from downtown. And timeout's been called by the Knicks. Now here's Charlie Ward. He goes for a jumper and makes it. Now here's Stevens. Oh, with the jumper. Now here's Houston. And he makes it. Stevens for 3. Is now 16-16. Now here is Houston. And he makes it. And now here's Jamie Watson, gets around Charles Oakley. And James, you don't want him shooting that. Now here's Rashard Lewis for 3. James with the rebound, goes up on Ewing. He misses. Not this time. Now here's Patrick Ewing. Goes for the fadeaway. He misses again, and the Sonics have been able to silence Patrick Ewing. Here comes Jamie Watson. Gets around Ewing. Nearly turns the ball over. Stevens open for three-pointer again. Joe Stevens now has 13 points. He might be a 50-point scorer at this pace. Now it's 19-18. Now here's Spreewell. Gets it to Patrick Ewing. Goes for the fadeaway. He gets it. And now here's Jamie Watson. To Stevens. No, and he misses it. And now here's Charlie Ward. And now to Oakley and Spreewell. And he makes it. Gives the Knicks the lead again. Now here's Jamie Watson. He has an open chance, and he gets the dunk and the foul. Fouled by Houston and Jamie Watson for a three-point play. And he gets it. Those were his first baskets of the game. But the spotlight right now belongs to Joe Stevens. Here's Marcus Camby. Here's Murdoch. And Watson with a second foul. Might be in a little bit of a foul trouble since he's playing a little bit more aggressively. Now here's Murdoch with a shot and makes it. It is now 22-22. Here's Rashard Lewis. Stevens for three. And in and out. Oh, and blocked by James. Now here comes Dennis Rodman to Jamie Watson. Dangerous pass. And it was proven dangerous. And now here comes Davis with the dunk. We got a couple people commenting. Denali. I just watched the Nuggets-Oklahoma game. You can become a Lakers fan. No, I cannot do that. Sorry. Nice screen by James. And here's James. Can he go in all the way? And no, he will not make it. And here, Murdoch. Nope. I was actually born in California. And now we've got new Sonic Center. We got Mikey Moore, who is now making his Sonic debut, replacing the Alton Lister. He played for a few games. I guess he just wanted a paycheck. And then they just cut him because they wanted to get a little bit younger towards the end of the season. Williams for three. And he misses. No, it's not, because I was born in the Bay Area. I was born in Santa Clara. That does not make me a Lakers fan. If anything, I'd be hating the Lakers. I would be a Sacramento Kings fan or a Golden State Warriors fan, but I'm not going to do that. And here's Kurt Thomas to Murdoch, and he gets the layup. And the Knicks are starting to run away with this game. Going to need Shammond Williams or Sean Respert to actually step up. Here's Mikey Moore. Loses the ball. And now here's Williams for three. And he makes it. Brings it to within four. Is now 29-25. Oh, and a nice jump shot. Here's Sean Respert. Goes for the deep three-pointer. Nope. And Respert, I think, is getting a little bit cold. No, I want to be a Sonics fan. Oh, blocked by Mikey Moore. And now here comes Shammond Williams to Moore. And he loses the ball. David Wingate gets the ball, the former Sonic. And he's able... No, he misses it. And now here's Sean Respert. He's going to try to get it to Mikey Moore. No, and they're really trying to get that ball to Mikey Moore. They want to get him his first basket of the season for Seattle. League leaders are the New York Knicks in steals with 8.1. For the longest of time, the Sonics used to own that. And now here's McCoy, and he misses. And there's Marcus Camby. Like, Denali, you could donate as much money as you want, and I am still not going to be a fan of the Lakers. And even if you did donate it, I'm going to make you... And I'm going to make you How should I say it? I'm going to refund you. I'm gonna make you give me my Venmo account. And I'm gonna guess that you're not gonna join any of my memberships, any of my Patreons, or make any donations unless I'm a Lakers fan. Is that what it is? Is that what you're trying to do? Now you're Sean Resprit for 3. And he makes it. And that is Sonics basketball. I don't dislike the Lakers. I think the Lakers are a cool organization. I respect them. I just don't want to be a Lakers fan. That's all. I thought Shaq and Kobe was cool when I was raised to hate them, but I don't. I think the Lakers are a really cool franchise. I really do. It's like, calm down, man. Here's McCoy with the post and the foul. Nice moves by McCoy. He was fouled by Oakley, but he misses the free throw. Now here's Brunson, blocked by Resprit. And it's still Sonics basketball. Here we are Friday night enjoying the New York Knicks and the Seattle SuperSonics. Now here is Resprit for 3. Nope. Now here's Mikey Moore. He's trying to guard. And that is Allen Houston with the basket. Now here's Shammond Williams. Looks like Patrick Ewing has checked back in. And now turnovers again. And Resprit, he is fouling him. But that's going to bring the Sonic starters back. And they will bring him back. I think what they should try to do is try to get Jerome James the ball more. But with this situation, they're going to have to start making some jump shots, maybe some three-pointers. Now here's Watson. He's going to wait till Jerome James gets there. He sets that screen. Nice screen. Now here's James, and he loses the ball. It was not a really good pass by Watson. Now they're going to have to double team, and they get it. Now here comes Jerome James. He gets the steal and the dunk. They were able to make up for that turnover. Jamie Watson did. 8 points and 3 rebounds. Now here is, I think that was a block. I got to see if that was blocked. That was blocked by Jerome James on Patrick Ewing. Had to be, or he just completely missed it. And now here Stevens goes for the easy jumper. He makes it. He is now 15 points. Now here's Ward for 3. Now here's Rashard Lewis. Lewis goes for the jumper and hits. Rashard Lewis finally gets his first basket of the game. And now a jump ball is caused by Jamie Watson. That's where the matchup problem is going to be. You can cause a jump ball, and you're taller. You get the advantage, and you do get the ball back. That's the value that Jamie Watson has provided for the Sonics. Now here's Joe Stevens, and he misses. Here comes Patrick Ewing. And now it's going to be blocked by Lewis, and it's going to be Sonics basketball. We got D-Gen Jam. Why do we got Rodman in a Sonics jersey? So here's the origin story, and I would recommend that you follow my Patreon page. It's on the link of description. For $5 a month, honestly, you really just need to do it for a one-time, because the articles are only worth like maybe, I don't know, but you'll be able to have access to the articles on how this Sonics team happened. So this team started I've started the team from the 1998-1999 Sonics, but here's what I did. And Rodman with the steal. Speak of Rodman, he's going to get the pass to Jamie Watson with the dunk. So what I did was I had Gary Payton, Hersey Hawkins, Vin Baker, and Detlef Schrempf. I traded all of them for future first-round picks of 1999 and 2000 first-round picks. And Dennis Rodman just happened to be in the free agent market, so I just picked him up because I want to put fans in the seats. That's why Rodman, because I'm playing my own 2K series. Now here's Allen Houston to Charlie Ward. And he goes for 3. And in and out. And Patrick Ewing's able to get in there. Now here's Jamie Watson to Rashard Lewis for 3. And misses, and Patrick Ewing gets the rebound. Ewing has 4 points and 5 rebounds. He has been quiet. And jump shots are being made. That was Allen Houston. I hope that answers all your questions, Degen, Jam, Gam. Here's Stevens going for a long shot. Rodman with the rebound. And now he's going to try to get to Jerome James. And he is fouled, and he's going to go to the line. He likes to draw those fouls, but he's really got to get going on those free throws. He has now 9 points, and he misses the free throw. Now here's Charlie Ward and Davis with the dunk. So yeah, my intention, so I've been doing the entire Sonic season from the very beginning. And now here's Patrick Ewing guarding Jerome James. Almost had it. So yeah, I'm doing like a full-blown rebuild, building my own Dynasty Sonics through tanking, basically. So if you had the #1 pick, go look at the 1999 NBA draft. It consists of the likes of Steve Francis, Elton Brand, Rip Hamilton, Andre Miller. Who would you pick #1? Baron Davis? Now here's Stevens for 3. Now it's 43-42. And then Allen Houston's able to drive it in. 99 draft was a good draft, though. Sean Marion. Now here's Rodman. Gets it to Stevens for 3. And they can't get it. Denali doesn't know ball. He's trying to get me to be a Lakers fan. That's what he's trying to do. And here is Stevens, and he's going to try to go for the buzzer beater. Nope, ain't going to happen. Here's the halftime stats. We've got Stevens with 18 points, 4 of 11 from three-pointers, so not exactly good. Jerome James, 4 of 7 with a block. Yeah, kind of all subpar guys right now. Now here is Jamie Watson. There's Patrick Ewing. Oh, nice post moves by Patrick Ewing, and he makes it. Patrick Ewing really faked him out. Oh, nice pass by Watson. And here's, oh, nice pass. I gotta see that again. Here was Jamie Watson, and he just did a no-look pass, and Stevens buried that three-pointer. That pass was just insane. Now you're Spreewell. And Patrick Ewing is starting to heat up in the second half. It must be nice to be born in LA and have Lakers as your team. I'm from Fort Worth, so you're stuck with the Mavericks. But the Mavericks won a championship in 2011. But yeah, it sucks that you don't have Mark Cuban anymore as your owner. He was the best owner, one of the best owners in basketball for sure. But hey, I'm actually blocked by James. I'm actually considering to travel to Dallas real soon because it's for the Mariners and the Texas Rangers. And there's Watson and he's fouled. But tell me like the good eating places to go in Dallas Fort Worth. And just out of curiosity, DGen Gam, what got your attention from my channel? Kind of curious about that. As the Knicks now have an 8-point lead. He's not going to become a Rams fan if he's from Texas. Let him be a Cowboys fan. Here's James trying to make the moves on Ewing, and he doesn't make it. Here's Spreewell. And now here's Patrick Ewing. And here's Oakley and James with the rebound. And here comes Watson. He's going to slow it down a little bit. Here's James to Rodman, being guarded by Houston. And he's able to get that in there. Pretty easy posting opportunity. It's now going to be 47-53. Now you're Spreewell for 3. Oh, nice. He makes that one. It's now 11 points, 4 of 7. And now here is James to Rashard Lewis for 3. And he makes it to bring it down within 6 points. But he's been struggling heavy. And fouled by Watson. And now here's a jump shot. James with the rebound. Now here's Rashard Lewis to Watson for 3. Now here's Watson to Murdoch. And Watson gets the rebound. Now here's James. Oh boy. The game was glitching for a moment. And fouled by Rodman. And he's going to go to the line. Now it's 58-50. And here comes Watson to Stevens for Lewis for 3. Oh, he makes it. Now you're Spreewell and Lewis with the rebound. Now here's Jerome James. Nice moves, and he makes it. Dennis Rodman. Yeah, that's why I use him on the thumbnail. And did you know he used to play with the Dallas Mavericks on Mark Cuban's first year as an owner? That was his first personnel move, was bringing in Dennis Rodman, and it was a disaster. And now you're, oh no. Now you're Spreewell Oh my goodness. Kirk Thomas got that in there. Here's Stevens for a long 3. Watson with the rebound. Now here's Stevens. He misses again. He's still stuck on 21 points. He hasn't been able to score at all this quarter. Now here's Murdoch for 3. Oh my goodness. Jerome James completely missed it. I've been looking for the banned Dennis Rodman Mavericks 69 jersey or even the official Dennis. Yeah. You can't find it, can you? It's probably really expensive and rare. How much is a Dennis Rodman Mavericks jersey? Now here is Sean Respert for 3. At least pay $75. Did you know Dennis Rodman's last game as a Dallas Maverick and his NBA career was actually in Seattle? Believe it or not. The Sonics actually won that game. Now here's Resprit to Jelani McCoy. He's going to try to post up. Oh, he loses them. And he makes it. Nice shot by Jelani McCoy. What was Dennis Rodman's last game in the NBA? Mikey Moore doesn't get it. Yep, it was against the Seattle SuperSonics. Now here's Spreewell to Murdoch. Here's Jalen Brunson. Now here's Young with the rebound. Now here's Respert going for a short shot. Nope. But McCoy saves it. Nope, he's not going to save it enough. Kurt Thomas with that rebound. But yeah, it was March 7th against the Seattle SuperSonics. They lost 86-101. And that's a floater by Latrell Sprewell. Here's Resprit for 3. And he's going to make it himself. Sean Resprit now has 9 points. The leading scorer for the Dallas Mavericks was Michael Finley. Dennis Rodman was a starter. He had 15 rebounds. Believe it or not. Here's Murdoch for 3. And now Resprit has it. I think they should just hold it to the last shot. Now here's Resprit. Goes for the 3-pointer. Oh! And he brings it to within 2 points. Steve Nash was off the bench. Their starting point guard was Eric Strickland. Center was Sean Bradley. Dirk Nowitzki was a starter. He was starting to score a little bit more points. As for the Sonics, it was mostly Brent Berry, Ruben Patterson with 32 points. Horace Grant, Vin Baker was playing. Manuel Davis scored some points off the bench. Now Resprit again for 3. Oh! Sean Resprit just buried a 3-pointer. And the Sonics now take the lead. I think they might just keep him in there. The hot hand approach. Maybe they'll see if they can get some more scoring out of McCoy. And here's Patrick Ewing. He makes it himself to give the Knicks back the lead. And loses the ball. Bad pass by Shammond Williams. Now here's Latrell Sprewell. And Mikey Moore with the rebound. And here comes Young. Over to McCoy. Goes for the jumper. Not so much. He was trying to rush that shot. Now here's Latrell Sprewell with a floater. And he makes it. He has contributed well. 17 points on 3 of 4 from downtown. Now here's McCoy. Tries to make the moves on Camby. Here is Mikey Moore. And he is fouled. And he's going to go to the line. And he makes that first free throw. He misses it. It's now 72-70. Here's Sprewell. He makes it. And now here's Watson with the dunk. He has now 7 points. And he causes the steal. He was about to. And then Ewing with the rebound. And he is fouled. And he's going to go to the line. And now he's going to get the starters back in. Even Rodman. He makes the free throw. As the Knicks are leading by 3. Here's James with the dunk. He hasn't scored in quite a bit. James had a really hot start in the first quarter, but he's kind of been playing a little bit more stagnant since. It's now 75-74. Oh my goodness. Now here's James. And he makes it. Nice post moves by Jerome James. He has now 15 points. He's actually outplayed Patrick Ewing. Now the Sonics are just down by 1. And a fadeaway shot. And Rodman with the rebound. And here's Rashard Lewis to Stevens for 3. Oh, he buries the three-pointer. And now it is a 2-point lead for the Sonics. And Stevens with 24 points. Here's Charlie Ward. And now here, and it's a loose ball foul by Patrick Ewing. He pushed Jerome James. Nice way to draw the foul. Now here comes Watson. Here's Lewis. He makes the three-pointer. There's Charlie Ward. And the Knicks are starting to fall apart. And here's Sprewell to Ewing. Blocked by James. And it's going to be Knicks basketball. Can the Sonics hold on? Because all of a sudden, they've been outscoring the Knicks 16-9. Here's Sprewell to Ward for maybe a three-pointer. And Rodman with the rebound. And here come the Sonics. And there's Stevens. Goes for an easy shot. He misses. Here come the Knicks. It's a 5-point game. And here's Allen Houston. Tries to muscle his way. And Rodman with another rebound. Now here's Watson trying to go in hot. And he's able to get that in there. And now it's a 7-point game for Seattle. And timeout. Now here's Charlie Ward. Now here's Ewing, blocked. He is blocked by Jerome James, and James now has 3 blocks. He has clearly outplayed Patrick Ewing. And now here's Ewing being guarded by James. Now here's Ward for 3. And Rodman with another rebound. And now here comes Watson going to try to go in all the way. And he does. Nice moves by Watson. He's now 86-77. Sonics are just in complete control in the 4th quarter. And now here's Ewing again by James. He pushes him away. And how was that not an offensive foul? I guess his feet was not set. Couldn't sell it to him. And now it's stolen by Oakley. Knicks are still very much in it. They still have time. Houston's being guarded. Now here's Ward for 3. James with the rebound. And now here comes Jamie Watson. Oh, backcourt violation. Terrible pass. It's now 86-79. And stolen by Jerome James. Now here's James. And he gets it in. And that extends to a 9-point lead. Here comes Charlie Ward. Here's Ewing with a long jumper. Houston with the rebound. And he is fouled by James. Goes for the free throw and he makes it. They're trying to see if Westbrook can do it. And then Mikey Moore. Now James with another rebound. Now here's Rashard Lewis. And he is fouled. He will go to the line. And makes the free throw. Extends it to 9. Knicks are severely running out of time as now they are trailing by 10. Now here's Spreewell. And hits. There's still time. And now here's Watson. He's wide open. Who's got him? Of course they don't. Timeout called by the Knicks. Watson now has 13 points. Now they are only up by 9. Not only, but whatever. Now here's Ewing. He misses it. He's going to try to go for it again. And I think he was kind of blocked. And now here comes Watson over to Lewis. Oh, and he gets absolutely smothered. And it's going to be Knicks ball. Nope, 8-second violation. I was not paying attention. With less than a minute, just over a minute to go. James with 17 points over Patrick Ewing's 15. Now here's a 3-pointer. Oakley with the rebound, and he makes it. And now it's Sonics are now up by 7. Now here's James. He has an open lane. And he gets it in. He has now 19 points. Who was paying attention to Jerome James? Now here's Charlie Ward. And now here's Houston for 3. And I think that the Sonics have this. They're going to win this ball game. So they're just going to try to slow it down at this point. There's really not much that they really have to do. Now here's Stevens. Goes for a jumper. He misses, but rebound Watson. They get a new set of 24. Here's James just for fun. He's not going to make it this time, but he has really contributed well for the Sonics. Now here's Houston with a jump shot, and he misses. And I think that's going to do it. And now here's Jerome James going to try to make the moves. He loses the ball, but it doesn't really matter as the Sonics are going to win this game. Here's Houston for 3. Of course, he makes that one. And that's going to do it. Jerome James absolutely had a really good game. Player of the game will belong to Jamie Watson, as he had an excellent game today. His defense was really good. Watson had 13 points, 5 rebounds, 12 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Jerome James had 4 blocks, but he had 4 turnovers, but it was well made up as he outplayed Patrick Ewing. 15 points and 10 rebounds. Jerome James, 19 points and 8 rebounds. Sean Resprit with 15 points and 3 rebounds. Rodman with 11 rebounds and 6 assists. Well, that's the game, and let's see if what happens when I simulate through practice. It's just more prospect scouting. Went to Andre Karolinko. I'm not really going to go for him, though. I'm not that interested in him. Elton Brand. What did they say about him? One word. I have to sum this up, but to see is wow. I'm very impressed. His already polished skills. Needless to say, I feel this player whom we can continue to put resources into. Who else? Bob Weiss, just as I expected in our initial scouting report. What'd they say about Marion? I don't think I really want Marion. I don't want his ugly shot. I guess I'll have him look at Devin George. I must admit, I'm returning recent. Yeah, he looks like he's a smart player. I hope so. He's known for his defense. All right, I'll have him look at Lamar Odom. Rajah Bell. A lot of homework to be done, as it will be against Houston next game. Next 3 games will be at home in Seattle. Sonics are now 22 and 41. They are far from being the worst team in the NBA, obviously. Sonics are still clinging to a half game behind the Hornets. As the Hornets in the last month have just been atrocious. They're 2 and 13. Sonics are 4 and 7. They're playing close to 500 basketball. Let's look at the numbers. Wonder is Andrew Gaze coming back? What's his injury report? When is he going to be back? Still another 1 to 2 weeks of recovery time for Andrew Gaze. Jamie Watson would love to come back as a Seattle Supersonic, as he has had a career year so far. On 10 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 1.2 blocks, or 1.2 steals, and 1 block a game. His 3-pointers are terrible, don't get me wrong. Sean Resprit, his shooting is not exactly great, but he's been a 41% three-point shooter, has drastically improved. He might be in the running for, also made 173 pointers. League leaders. Jason Kidd with 184. Rashard Lewis, 179. His game highs is 35 points. Lewis with 14 points a game as a rookie. Joe Stevens, 14 points. Like, he has just been absolutely on fire. Second half, he's been playing a lot better. I mean, how many points has he really been scoring since the All-Star break? 28 plus 17 plus 28 plus 6 plus 10 plus 19 plus 35, 24. He has scored Jerome James. And where is he at? Gonna test free agency. But he's been doing really well this season. 6.2 rebounds, 2 blocks a game. He had 4 blocks in the entire game. How much is Andrew Gaze making? Man, it doesn't say what his salary is exactly. I'm not going to worry about that too much. But when Andrew Gaze was playing, he was a 52% three-point shooter. Stevens is at 48. Williams at 43. It's a 9.8 point score. They're still telling me to trade him, though, which is really stupid. Didn't really do that much. Anyways, that's going to do it. I'm going to take off because I'm getting really tired and sleepy. I have a really long day tomorrow, but I am taking off. Thank you very much for watching. And everyone, go Sonics. Taking off.